So basically, the vision was bettered in a moment of brokenness and hunger. I had just come out of a deep season in my life where I encountered God in a fresh way. And I saw a generation drowning in confusion, in compromise, in wasted potentials. And I heard the Spirit whisper, I have built you, go build them. And that was the one. I saw young men, women rising, not just in title, but in transformation. I saw revival, rooms on Zoom, accountability systems, and that actually work, and lives being radically redefined by leadership and by light. The world didn't need another church event as far as I'm concerned. It needed kingdom leaders who could carry fire and character. That's what I saw. Absolutely. I feared inconsistency, I feared rejection, and that people wouldn't show up. But obedience is louder than fear. I remembered God doesn't ask for perfection, He asks for surrender. This kept replaying in my head. And every time I wanted to quit, I thought of the lives, the millions of lives tied to my obedience. And this was my push. Lord, make this more than a program. Make it a place where destinies are reborn. Let every name that joins the community find you and then find themselves. And then of course there was, thy will, not my will. There's been so many defining moments, but I'll never forget the time someone said, I was about to give up on life until I found BGYCC. That moment made it all worth it for me. The public speaking battles, the Friday Zoom calls. I've showed up every Friday for the last 1 year. The transformational testimonies, these are all the defining markers for me. Yeah, so there was a season I felt emotionally and spiritually drained. I was sowing into others while bleeding silently. I had just lost my dad, yet I would show up every week. This was before the birthing of BGYCC. We were BGY at the time, but I was already organizing weekly sessions. I would come, show up, lit up the entire room. Everyone is excited, but I go back into my room and I would literally cry. But the thing is, the community I raised became the community that raised me. God used their growth to water my dryness. Unexpected blessings would definitely be the amazing people that God has blessed me with. People I never imagined could commit. When I started this journey, one of my greatest fears was the people. Will they come? Will they commit? Will I have leaders? But God has blessed me with unbelievable leaders, my inner cycle leaders. It is unbelievable. Leaders emerged from everywhere, unlikely places. Not just leaders, but quality, amazing people who genuinely cared about this vision and myself as a person. And also, obviously, financially, how God has sustained this vision in 1 year. I've not had to ask anybody for money, anybody paying from anywhere. How God has sustained us financially. And the biggest surprise is seeing how deeply people really crave accountability. So for me, in terms of the person I'm becoming, BGYCC is definitely one of the greatest gifts God has given to me because it stripped me of performance and taught me presence. BGYCC made me more rebel and intentional and more yielded to God's space. I don't lead with knowledge now, I lead with compassion. Gratitude, reverence, I don't take it lightly. It reminds me that this is not mine, it's God's vision. And I'm just privileged to steward it. For me, BGYCC is a necessity for this generation. We are raising people who can pray, who can think, lead, and love. In a world chasing trends and titles, we are cultivating depth, character, and kingdom conviction. This generation doesn't just need answers, they need alignment. BGYCC for me is a place where broken men and women rise into becoming global kingdom leaders from inside out. So I'd say to raise at least 10,000 transformational leaders, empowered leaders in over 100 nations, with physical hubs in at least 5 continents and a global academy recognized for training kings and reformers. So in this next season, one of the things we're going to be doing is to reinforce our public speaking pathway, where we're going to be raising hundreds of kingdom speakers that will transform the nations. And it's going to be done through a program called Clash of Voices. We are also going to be initiating the community hangouts across different regions of Nigeria and beyond, and also leadership camps in a few strategic regions where BGYCC is present. I'd say to that young person that your voice is not noise, it's the sound someone is praying to hear. God doesn't call the qualified, never forget that. He qualifies the called. So start where you are and grow from there. You are more than what you have survived. Don't waste your pain. Don't doubt your light. You are becoming someone generations will thank God for. Stay faithful, stay burning. Okay, you guys should keep your suit clean, keep your gele ready, and keep praying. Wow, I feel awe, I feel joy, I feel unworthy, yet deeply grateful. I remember that all this started from a whisper and a yes, and now it is a fire no one can quench. I feel really, really grateful. BGYCC is not just a movement, it is a womb where destinies are reborn, a global army in training, a family of fire, a lighthouse for kings in hiding.